we have a little Parathon kind of thing, and it's little because we're kind of new at this. We've never done a Parathon or a vendor type
You got to get your
event.
feet wet sometime, right?
That's
But you
right.
don't want to jump into the 10-foot pool. You want to go. You want to go through the 2
I
foot
want
or
to
Yes.
two, and then wade on in down
Wade
the road.
yourself
So
in.
that's kind of what we're doing. But I think we have a great lineup of speakers.
Well, hey everybody, welcome back.
Welcome
This is
back.
Generation X Paranormal. I'm Logan.
And I'm Nicole.
Guys, we are pretty well into season 4 now. Kind of kicked everything off and had some really great guests already. Our nephews.
That was fun.
That was a lot of fun. We've had some really, really good guests. And we've had Erica on. And Erica was great to talk to. And of course, with talking with Erica, we've also brought in Mike and Sam. And that's who we're talking to today. Guys, you've seen us talk to them. You've heard about them a million times. They've got some great stuff coming up, and we can't wait to talk to them. Normally, I'd go into a little bit more, but honestly, let's just talk. Just
wait
talk
for
to
them.
Mike and Sam. Yeah.
Let's talk to them.
All right. Well, hey, Mike. Hey, Sam. How you doing?
We're doing awesome.
We're doing great. Thank
Awesome.
you. Thanks for having us. How are you
Yeah.
guys?
We're doing
We're
great.
good.
Welcome back to Generation X Paranormal. You know we love having you on.
Listen, it's an honor to be on there twice.
Yes. Yeah, and with all the guests you've had,
Yeah.
the famous people, it's like, oh,
You're part of that group now.
We could be
You
in-
are.
We could be in rarefied territory.
yeah, rarefied.
You guys are
Is that
rarefied.
the word?
Yes.
Rarefied.
We're making
I
up
learned
words
it-
this
I
evening.
learned it in Scrabble.
How many points did you get for that?
Probably 10.
I don't know.
I may have added three tiles to a word or something.
Right.
I'm not
You're like-
sure.
You're like, there's a Q in there. I'm sure there is.
When you got
Bernard.
a tile full of X, Y, Z, and you're P and Q, and you go, oh God.
I know, right?
Yeah,
That's the
Not a
worst
fun
thing to look at is you get a Q without a U. Anyway, that's
yeah.
like Scrabble nightmare right there. But listen, it's awesome to have you guys on. And as you guys know, we kind of kicked off season 4 here with the bang, and we had a very familiar face of yours on. And so we've had Erica on, and we've had a lot of fun so far in season 4. So we're happy to have you guys kind of with us in the beginning of the season.
Well, thank you for
thank you,
having us.
thank you,
And we're
yeah.
glad she was able to hop on. You guys jumped in there and helped promote her individually. That's
It was-
great.
it was a cool
So,
thing.
Yeah.
So where have we last we spoke on this? We were, gosh, this seems like a long
A lifetime ago, even though it was just
Yeah,
last season.
it wasn't that long ago, but you're right. It feels like forever.
It does feel
Mhm.
like some time ago,
Yeah.
but since then we've gone some places together. We've done, of course we did the Glore, which we did an episode on, and then, I mean, of course we went to McInteer Villa, which that was a blast. And we
Yeah, it
loved that
was.
place.
For Mike's birthday, the alien invasion.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, McInteer is in our heart. That's one of our favorite places to go to. Something always happens, and it's always just
Well, this last
It's-
time was
it's
crazy.
just crazy.
The chandelier popped and
Yeah.
broke
Yeah, I remember you guys
in
talking to
the
us about
piano
that.
room. That it was,
Wow.
and something dropped. I was in the
I heard
basement.
it. I mean,
You were on the second floor.
and it's like
I was in the basement. Erica's on the main floor in the
Yeah.
dining room, and I had just done the Estes demonstration, was showing, getting ready to have other people strap in and do, and all of a sudden we hear this big loud, but it sounded like big heavy, like almost like bed rail kind of things. The metal bed rails felt like
Yeah.
they just
Mm-hmm.
slammed down, like a bunch of them just hit the floor above us. I mean, it vibrated and shook. It was so loud. And a few minutes later, you hear dum, 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 because figure someone dropped something, right? But it's like
Mhm.
they're in the dining room. that was the piano room that we were underneath
Yep.
there in the basement in that very
Right.
back room. Nothing
Mm.
fell, you guys.
You know what's
Wow.
Nothing.
interesting too is
That's
anybody who's ever been to
crazy.
McInteer, you know, Stephanie has that place just all done out in like antiques. So it's not like these things are
Light
light. These
objects
are
that can move very easily.
right. These are
Right.
Oh, yeah.
very yeah, and to have something like that fall, you know, it gives it a lot of weight. It's not easy to do. So
Mm-mm.
it's just yeah, McInteer. If you guys haven't gone, whoever's listening or watching, you gotta make your way out there. It's a blast.
Absolutely.
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah.
Stepsthebomb.com, and then you get the
Yes, she
house
is.
on top of it. It
I
just
know.
it's dynamic duo.
What's so funny is when we were doing that investigation with you guys, Nicole and I and Erica were in the doll room with Stephanie, and it was just all, the four of us. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah,
Four
it's
of
just
us,
had to
yep.
make sure. Quick math. It was just the four of us in that room, and she's a hell of an investigator. You know,
It really
she
is.
Yeah,
really
she
is.
is.
Yeah, it's impressive. I mean, obviously, I know she'd done that before, but when you own, you know, arguably one of the most haunted houses in America, that's I mean, you got to be good, right?
Yep.
And
Yeah.
she just, I don't know that she even did it before she owned it, right? I don't know if you guys have ever had her on, but I don't think she really
Mm.
was invested. I mean, she was a flight attendant for a long time.
Wow.
And so it just, it's crazy to go from the universe picks who buys you, I swear, as a haunted
Yeah.
vocation, it tends to pick their owners. And I think she's just done a phenomenal job.
She has.
We've been
Absolutely.
going since 2018 when the
and
doors open pretty
the house
much.
loves her.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that house is just
It's gorgeous.
gorgeous. I love
Yeah.
that house.
And we like how you guys are
Yeah.
starting to incorporate. I know you've done it a little bit in the past, but you get some of the kids in, you know, for some of like a kind of like an introduction to them, so they can kind of get to know some of that. And I think, first of all, it's very important to set that tone and intention. I think with the younger people that it's not all, you know, it's not all the big jump
Demons?
scare stuff that you see on TV, or you know, it's a way of life. It's just how things are done, and it's good to know they're kind of getting it from what we think is a very valuable people to do that from, so or learn that from anyway.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
They
you.
had a
Thank you.
great time. They had a really good time. And actually, the night that all this happened, I mean, the chandelier broke off 2 little round pieces of glass. That was the day the kids were there first, and then we investigated for the adults that night. It
Mm.
was off the
I
chain,
don't know
as
what
they
happened.
say.
Well, but for the kids, you know, Sam and I are going, I don't know if anything will happen with the kids.
Yeah.
If
Was
it does,
great.
I don't want it to be too intense or
Mhm.
whatever. So we're trying to, like you said, break them in gradually.
Yeah,
No
Yeah.
fear factor. Just talk about how to investigate and what tools you use. Just kind of generic, okay?
sure.
Mhm.
Oh my
Without all the
God,
divination.
that went by the wayside because one of the girls had their name call out
On an
Wow.
on an
EVP.
On an
EVP. I
EVP.
mean, it was the activity was fantastic. It was great,
And they gave
and the kids were good.
they had great questions.
Great questions.
Great questions. But we also set the tone by going in there and talking to the spirits, telling them, so you're going to have some kids in here. We're bringing
Yeah.
kids in. So be respectful. This is not, don't scare the bejesus out of them.
Yeah,
Right.
Communicate with them, but set the cat
And
balls off, set the death
they really
bell, and
tried.
all
I
that.
think
And
the
they
spirit.
did.
I swear to God,
Tripwire.
they listened to us
sure.
because they
Mhm.
did communicate.
They did
I was
really
shocked.
well.
I was really thinking not much is going to happen. Well,
He's
Right.
always non-believer, right?
not
Well,
Constant.
not a non-believer. I'm just,
a
you know, for
skeptic believer.
kids, you know, how do you do it right and still maintain what you're trying to teach them and hope? I don't know, but it
It
worked.
worked.
It
It
Yeah.
worked.
worked.
I can't tell you, but it worked.
Well, and you know, we went to Ashmore Estates. Gosh, that's been
It's
a
a
little
while
bit
back.
now, a while
Yeah.
back, but we
It
went
was
with
Chris and
With
Anna.
Chris and
yeah, with
Anna.
Chris and
Nana.
Anna, and in talking with Ashley, she said that they had just done
Their kid day
their kid day
right before we were
right
there.
before we were there, and I gotta admit, I think it's almost like a supercharger because it's sort of like all that like
Yeah.
youthful
The energy.
energy
There
and
are
that
boundless amounts of
right.
energy in there.
And they kind of have all
Well,
that inquisitive feeling to them. It's inquisitive, by the way. If you want to look that up in Scrabble, there's a Q there for inquisitive. But no, they're
let me write that down.
yeah. I don't know, take a second to note that down. But you know, because they have great questions, like you say, that are not really I'm not saying that we don't have good questions, because we do, but I think sometimes we run through like a mental rundown of some things we want to ask. I think sometimes that keeps us from maybe asking some things that maybe we should be asking. And I think for kids,
They're just more
yeah, they don't
open
have that.
naturally.
They don't have that
I don't
dialogue.
think the kids are burdened with what we're burdened with, okay?
Exactly.
Right.
We're already by the time you reach our age, we're kind of preset in some of our ways and some of our thoughts and beliefs. They're a wide open book.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
There's no preset anything. They're just open. And I think that makes a hell of a difference.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, it does.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And, it's one of those things where if they were to do this without having that, I guess, that playbook, that run book of just kind of starting to learn how to do those things, they may develop into some, I wouldn't say bad habits. Everybody investigates in their own way. It is what it is. But, sometimes you watch, like, we're not big fans of provoking. I know you guys aren't either, but
No.
you kind of follow some of those trends they might see like on TikTok or something like that, and it kind of sets a kind of a false precedence, I think. And we all know what road that goes down. You really you run into some sideways energy for sure.
You get what you ask for in a
Yes.
lot of cases, or
Well,
you get nothing at all because
yeah.
they won't tolerate it.
Well,
Mhm.
I'm going to be facetious here. Write that
Don't
down.
name
Write
anything.
write that
Don't
down.
Is
name
that with a
names.
No,
PH or is
yes. So, it starts with
An
yeah.
FH.
So FH. So the two kids I had the most fun with that had never been to a investigation before, I'm looking at them.
yeah,
You guys had
Mhm.
never been to an investigation. You
yeah,
I
didn't
know.
really have a preset belief as to what to expect. You
Right.
thought this could happen or this might happen, but you weren't sure. And
yeah,
yet
Mhm.
that first night that you came and we're at the Glory, that's a hell of a night.
yeah. It
Yes, it
I mean,
was.
was.
it was great.
It was
And
fantastic. Yeah.
so see, so you can relate
Yes,
because
Hundred percent.
you
absolutely.
weren't burdened by the pre-thought like, I know this is gonna happen or I'm
Mhm.
scared. No, you just went open-minded and said, let's see what happens. And there you go.
Yep.
Well, and I think it comes again, and
And I
we're
have a
gonna.
youthful energy
She does
at
have a
times.
youthful energy,
Yeah.
which is good. But also, I think it has a lot to do with trust. It's like it was first of all, we all know that we have a much different relationship now than we did then. We were still kind of getting to know each other, but it was that initial kind of getting to be able to lean on Sam, lean on you, and lean on Erica to kind of go, okay, I feel this. Is this okay? Should I be asking these sort of questions? And then be able to have, the instant input from the three of you and all of you guys that were there. I think that's important. And I think that's what you guys bring to the table that, I think a lot of folks may or may not understand that, of course, there's all kinds of groups out there that do investigations, but the way you guys do it, I think it's a very open and trustworthy environment.
Yeah, but now you got your feet wet. And now
Mhm.
Yeah.
you're
Look at them go. They're going overseas
I
to do
know.
your thing
Now
with Chris
now
Fleming.
you're comfortable,
Mhm.
and now you know what could or could not happen, and you kinda are open-minded enough to say, "If it does, here's what I should do," and follow it.
Yeah.
So, congratulations. I think you are
I
gonna have
graduated.
oh my god, you're gonna have a great time overseas. You
Oh,
are.
we're so
Yeah.
excited.
We're pretty
So
I mean,
stoked
and with
excited.
about it.
Chris Fleming,
I
oh
mean,
my gosh,
I
jealousy
how
just
could rear its ugly
yeah.
head really quick.
yeah, I just can't wait to watch him do his stuff.
I know.
Like, that's what I'm most excited about.
You're
Yeah,
probably gonna be surprised because it is probably he
Mhm.
probably does it nothing like we do or anybody
Oh,
else you've
I'm
been
sure they
around.
know that.
And that's the
Yeah.
best
He's
part
got his own
because you're now exposed to a different type of communication,
for
in
Right.
a
sure.
whole
which
new
which
country.
all of a sudden when you come back, we
Mhm.
may be relying upon you to do something. So this is going to be. I want to hear. I need a podcast or something when you come back.
Oh, we're
The
gonna definitely.
detail of what you went through and how the food was, how the journey was, how the castles were, how the haunted places were. I mean, I'm dying to hear
Who
that.
knows?
Yeah.
Maybe we're not Chris Fleming caliber, but maybe we'll go
Well,
schedule
my
something and
ego is
go.
out of control. I'm pretty good.
Yeah, greet y'all at the door.
Okay.
Hey, well, listen,
The door.
we still
Sign
have
us up. We'll go with you.
passports. We're ready to
Okay,
go.
Yeah.
Um,
Wow.
do it.
that's awesome. And guys, you've done some great things, and some of the places you get to go, and you get to kind of foster a whole lot of relationship with a lot of people. Obviously, you've done things throughout the years with some pretty big names in what we do for paranormal, but now you get to kind of wrap it up in a nice little package, and you're going to do something that due to the to the trip we just talked about, we're not gonna be able to go this year, which we're pretty heartbroken about that. But we will be there next year.
Okay.
But let's talk about kind of what's going on. We it's kind of the elephant in the room, but what do you guys got coming up?
Well, we have a little parathon kind of thing, and it's little because we're
Yes.
kind of new at this whole. We've never done a parathon or a vendor type
You got to get your
event.
feet wet sometime, right?
That's
That's
But
right.
you
right.
don't want to jump into the 10-foot pools. You want to go. You want to go through the
I want
2-footer,
to
Yes.
wade.
and then wade on in
Wade
down the
yourself
road.
in.
So that's kind of what we're doing. But I think we have a great lineup of speakers because if you never heard Johnny Hauser talk, he's riot. You never heard Josh Hurt talk, he's even funnier. And then of course there's Stephanie, and you know
And
what she's
Tory.
like, and
And
Tory. I think it's going to be fun. Plus the some of the things we have planned for, should I say, entertainment? I guess
well,
that's a good word.
so let's structure it first. Let's structure it
Okay,
first. Okay.
do it, Mama.
So we're having the Parathon at the Masonic Temple in Independence, Missouri, September 27th. Um, Tickets are $10 for adults, $5 for kids. To come and listen to the lecture and walk around and meet the vendors, which are paranormal teams. We've only done 5 of them. We tried to keep it small and intimate so people would have the ability to see, and the 5 do things a little differently. I mean,
Yeah,
a
everybody's
lot.
different.
Well, they
Everybody.
are, but I mean, some really focus on haunted objects kind of things, others focus, so each has their own little niche, right? So we did that, but then bringing in Johnny and Josh and Tori and Stephanie, they, not to put you last, Steph, that's not what I was trying to do. Save the best for last, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But give them all an hour or so to do their thing, to come in and talk about it, sell their T-shirts, sell their books, whatever they have. Because I think Josh and Tori both have books, so they'll
They
have books
do
at their
both.
table and different things like that. So, and just allow the community to come in and learn about these places because they're within driving just a couple of hours from
Yeah,
us in
they're
some.
all within an easy driving
I
distance. They
mean,
really are.
Malvern's the furthest away,
And
and it's
that's
3
3
hours.
hours.
Okay.
So, and I
Not
know
bad.
Johnny doesn't do Villisca anymore, which is an absolute shame, but
Yeah.
this also gives him a platform to share his story, right?
Mhm.
And
The years
he's got stories.
I bet.
Oh, yeah.
but also the story of how he's not there and to let us support him and all of that not being there. But
Yeah.
then we are also going to have a haunted objects panel. I know that's nothing new whatsoever. We only have an hour slated for it. So, and people are hitting me up. What can we bring? What can we bring? Can I bring a trunk load of stuff? Well, I have an hour. So we're just going to be picking a few things here and there. So we do have a variety of tickets. You can come in for the lecture and the haunted panel. But then the evening will be match game. And I don't know if you guys have ever been to Michigan Paracon or any of your
No, we didn't
viewers
get
have
to
been
go to
there.
that. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Adam
Uh,
Berry
is the
is
host.
the
You,
host.
you remember the old game show Match
Match
Game?
game
Oh, of
Yeah.
with
Where
course.
you had
Yeah.
contestants and
Richard Dawson and
yeah,
Yeah.
and they'd say, you should always put blank in the mailbox, and you got to
Yes.
fill in the blank. All right.
Right.
Well, when Adam Berry runs it, it's raw.
it,
I
it's
can
a
only
little
imagine.
Yeah.
gay.
No,
It's
it's
a
sexually
little
raw.
it's
I started
And
chuckling
when you
because
fill
I
in the
know.
blanks, it's pretty raunchy.
Yeah.
But you laugh so hard you're about to fall out of your seat
Oh, I'm
because he's a
sure.
great
I'm
host.
sure.
So we're going to try to emulate a little bit of that because we have a host I think
he
is
was
going to
the
do.
inspiration for me.
Yeah,
He was the inspiration of the
and
idea.
and one of the Blake from EVP,
Oh, we
Yes.
met him at
Mhm. Yeah.
Paracon. Yeah.
so he's going to host it for us.
Okay.
He's going to
Great.
be our
And
MC, and I've already picked our panelist, and I've given one question in advance, but I'm not. I'll email it to you guys or text it
Okay.
to you so you don't know, but you'll get a kick out of it. But it's just stupid stuff like
yeah,
the seance got so heated, and then they'll say, "How heated was it?" kind of thing, and it's like
Yeah.
it got so heated when the spirit told me to put my blank on the table, everyone just freaked out. Whatever,
Sure.
just something stupid,
Yeah.
right?
just stupid. Yeah, but it
But
should be fun. I'm hoping
It'll be
yeah,
fun.
because
Yeah.
we talked with Blake. As a matter of fact, we had sandwich with them,
Yeah. We
ate
had
lunch with them
lunch.
before they left,
Mhm.
and we kinda told him how and where we wanted to head. He goes, "Oh, yeah, I could do this." I'm looking forward to it.
And he's gonna dress in drag.
Full drag.
Oh, man.
It's gonna be
That's
You
funny.
never seen him in
hilarious.
full drag? I
Uh-uh.
told him,
Uh-uh.
I saw you for the first
Not
time
paranormal.
in full drag." I went, "Oh, hell, I'd date that."
I said, "Babe, it's Blake.
It's
It's
Blake. I
Blake.
said, "Oh, damn, that's
It's
pretty
alright."
damn good looking." And I told Blake and he's cracking up. But
I can only imagine. It's gotta be
he
hilarious.
looks good.
I can't
Yeah.
wait. I can't
And
That's
I'm
wait.
gonna be
hoping this
fun.
is gonna be something people talk about when it's all said and done.
Oh, for
Oh, I'm
And
sure.
sure.
then but that'll be adults. So
Adults only,
once the
yeah.
haunted objects panel's over, people will leave.
Kids,
We'll
yeah.
have a little bit of break for some dinner and get set up for match game for an hour or so, and then we'll kick off the investigation of the temple here in Independence, and it's quite active. We attended a little metaphysical Paracon type thing, if
Mhm.
you will, a little vendor fair thing. We set up there. That was one of our first ones that
Yeah.
we had set up at outside of the Metacon that
Right.
April had done. And there wasn't an investigation or anything that was following, but it was crazy active just in the women's bathroom. And it was active
Mm.
I
upstairs
remember.
when I was doing my when I did my Estes thing, and the doors were slamming shut in the back and behind us, and nobody was there.
Wow.
Yeah.
It so
They got high hopes that,
yeah,
it'll be a good investigation.
I remember
so
talking to you about
So
that once. I
so
think you had
Yeah.
mentioned that to us.
so we're waiting into this to see how we enjoy doing it and see how it comes off and how it's taken, and if we like it, we may do more. If not, this could be a one-time adventure, who knows?
it's really hard, though, not to have the Estes chamber set up because we've got a new Estes chamber that we're gonna be setting up for Missouri Paracon,
Oh,
and I
really? That's
was
great.
wanting to kind of debut it a little bit
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Yeah.
because I'll be so busy playing hostess
Yeah,
that I won't
you don't
have
have time.
time to be
To
doing
do that.
Estes.
Yeah.
So but that's gonna be a little disappointing because I think some people think they're gonna be able to come and strap in
No.
Mm.
and do that. So, I don't know. We may have to see. We may have to see. But
I mean, there's always room for the next time, or trying to figure out, whether you run it and host it at the same time, or maybe you find someone else that can substitute for you during that time. At least as far as hosting.
The problem is nobody can
there's
do it like Sam.
No,
That's
I'm
true.
talking
for
about hosting it.
Estes
For
first.
Estes
Estes,
is
and
what I'm
I
Yeah,
don't
talking
have
about.
we know
anybody I
that.
can even
Yeah.
I can't count on anybody, so
Mhm.
we're gonna, basically probably
We'll
debut
see.
it at Missouri
It'll
Parathon.
probably be Missouri
Missouri
Paracon, but
Parathon.
Well, I
I
know a
may
couple of
I may
people that'll
just
be
take a
there.
picture of it, set it up, and kinda give a little sneak peek kind of thing about what's coming so that it also promotes people to or prompts people to buy those tickets to Missouri Paracon, which you guys are gonna be at as
Yes,
well
we
this time
Yeah.
are.
around.
Yes, we
Gonna be
are.
vendors
Yeah.
this time.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
excited.
we're excited about it. We're definitely at that point where it's far enough away, but not too far. Like a matter of fact, just yesterday we've ordered some new banners and stuff so that it looks kind of cool. So yeah, we're pretty excited about it.
Mhm. For
You
sure.
should be, 'cause I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be pretty big 'cause, it wasn't bad the first year, considering it
Yeah.
was the first year,
Right.
but a lot of
It's
people
trial and error.
I've heard a lot of people talk about, "Oh my god, I'm sorry I missed it." So I'm thinking they're gonna have a decent crowd.
And
Yeah,
they've
I
I think
think so
added
so
for
the
too.
sure.
guest list.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it's the guest list is bigger
And
Mhm.
and a lot more unknown, so that could be the fun part.
well,
Yeah.
they're a
Yeah.
big fish in a little pond in their community, but now
Yeah,
they're gonna be a big fish in our community,
You're right.
hopefully.
we'll
Right.
find
That's
that
right.
out.
I like to fish.
I do too. I haven't done it in a long time.
So
No.
what kind of prompted you guys to do this? I mean, I know it's something that you guys have been kind of gearing up for, but what kind of made you pull the trigger this year?
That's a really good question. I might put it this way, Sam and I have been talking about how can we get better at what we do? I mean, when you do something over and over, you take it for granted,
Mhm.
and we've been talking, just between us about certain things that we'd like to do a little differently and try to tackle some things we've never tackled before, and the little mini Paracon is gonna be one of them. But there's
Mhm.
other things coming next year I think we're gonna try to do. Um, I'm not differently,
Something.
that I think it's going to be real exciting because maybe who knows, I might try to get aliens more involved because there's a lot of people that want me to talk about aliens.
Yeah.
And I'm actually one of my friends in St. Joe, Missouri, is inviting me to come up and talk to a
Fun
group
in
of
St.
people.
Jomo.
Yeah, talk to a group of people about aliens. He's already sold tickets. I went, what? What do you mean you sold
Wow.
tickets?
Wow.
So I'm going to talk to a group there, and then when I'm done, he and his friend want to start a podcast. They're going to try to do one that night. So they've asked would I stay and be on it for a little bit. Sure, why not? So there's some things that we'd like to grow. And right now,
Yeah.
we look at each other and go, how can we grow and get better? Because we are doing the same thing over and over. And I love doing events, but I still want to do something just a little differently. That's all.
Listen, he turned 80. I'm turning 60. It's we there's no promise of tomorrow.
There is
No.
Yeah.
not.
So why are we going to wait and keep thinking about 26, 27, 28? Why don't we just start making the adjustments and the switches and all of that stuff now? I mean, I'm a trained medium. I could do gallery readings. That's not where I feel my strong suit is. I would really love to. I love teaching divination. I love teaching intuition and mediumship. And I want to start doing a lot more Reiki. There's so many additional things that
There
I
are.
want to do. And it's hard to incorporate those into an event because when people go to an event, they want to investigate.
They want
They're not
to
there to do intuitive exercises
or
I mean,
Reiki
do your
or
thing.
anything. They
Well,
want
they'll take the Reiki for free all day
yeah,
long, so that's
they
another
want
thing.
Yeah.
spirits and
It's true.
communication.
But I'll gladly give it for
Yeah.
free. But it's not. You're there. You're excited. Let's go talk to spirit. Let's find out who's here. Let's hear their stories.
Right.
But it's just like I feel like
There's other things we can do.
Yeah.
And we like to do them, and we'll
so.
just
Send us
we're
your
just
thoughts.
we're
Send us
just
your thoughts.
we're just gonna jump in and do it.
Swim.
Yeah.
I will say
Dog paddle.
the gentleman. There's a guy, and he's going to kill me. Is his name Jason? The guy that that talked about doing the big event for
Yeah.
paranormal
Yeah, Jason.
teams only. Yeah. So he and I talked a couple of times, and I was trying to help him find different locations and everything else. And I mean, he was talking big scale,
Big.
big scale, and I'm like, couldn't afford Belvoir, $10,000 plus to that place, but wouldn't it be phenomenal? Because then you could have some of us stay up in the inn and we could rent that and things like that. But it's like, so why don't we just start small, do it on a more localized scale? I mean, EVP is not local, but they're up here quite a bit.
Yeah.
Sure.
And just try to promote teams that we respect. Not that we disrespect any of the ones out there, but teams
Right.
that we know personally and we
Right.
respect that would educate the community in a positive light and not be pushing demons or how they
Yeah.
provoke and show those kinds of
Yeah.
scare tactic type videos to the community because it's open to kids as well. So we're trying to bridge that gap there
But-
where there is in the
But to get all these different paranormal teams together would be fun.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Because right now, and I'm sure you've seen this, you've heard it, you've talked about it. Get rid of the movie stars and TV stars and stuff like that. But down at our level, the paranormal is ego driven, and it's like there's no
Yeah.
room. It's all
Yeah.
ego. No. There's a ton of room
There's
for
a-
anybody, and everybody wants to even jump in.
everybody should have a seat at the
They
table.
should, but
Yeah,
it is
absolutely.
there's jealousy, there's conflict, there's drama, and it's all because of you can't be better than me. You can't,
Right.
and that's
Right.
terrible. I hate,
Yeah.
and Sam and I would love to be able to get these people together and say, "Hey guys, enjoy what you're doing and embrace everybody else. You may
Oh,
learn
yeah.
something." I mean,
Yeah.
I've talked to other teams and I'm going, "How come I didn't think of that?"
Yeah.
Because
Mhm.
they'll
We all
talk about
learn from each other.
a
Yes, we
technique.
do.
Yeah, why not? So that's crazy.
Yeah.
So
And we think that's what the 5 groups that are coming can help do, or the 4
Yeah.
groups
I
plus
do
us, but
think so. Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
not ego driven. They're funny as heck. You guys know EVP, and then
Yeah.
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 Ashley and Craig, and
Pa-
then
Paranormal, yeah.
Mhm.
PSST, which is Russell and Jennifer, and then oh my gosh, I don't even remember who's coming.
Uh, but you see where I'm going with this,
Yeah,
right?
for
Yes,
sure. And
absolutely. Mhm.
and you're right.
We
It's
can kill
weird.
the ego part of it at our level. When I say our level, just the normal people like ourselves who form a team and want to go out and have a great
Mhm.
time and investigate. But, oh, wait, so and so is pissed because now you're taking my spot. Nobody's taking anybody's
No,
spot. That's the
Right.
problem.
no.
So how do you
So
combat that? That's what we've talked about.
yeah,
Well,
we all grow by working together. That's what we've learned the most.
Absolutely.
It's like talking to everyone. We have learned so much just by having a conversation for an hour a week with all these people from different
How
aspects of the paranormal, and we've grown so much
Yeah.
just
you
in the well, I guess it's 4 seasons now, but
and
Yeah.
it's
that's
amazing
not 4
it's
years, it's
amazing
just
what
4
they'll tell you.
seasons. Yeah.
When you get to talking, it's amazing what they'll tell you.
Oh, yes. Oh,
And
yes.
you do learn. You're in a position to learn a lot, especially the
Mhm.
backstory.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's kind of the nice
What
thing
it all
about. Oh yeah, that's one of the nice things about what we do is we get to do the investigations and everything. I don't know that you'll find two people that don't really have much of an ego like we do. We know we don't know anything, and that's okay. But
I just
and we
wanna
know we're
Right.
not the best,
I wanna absorb. I wanna
right?
absorb everything.
But
Mhm.
we get to kind of play. We get to kind of play the role of just healthy observer, right? We get to
Mhm.
see things and kind of do our own audit from afar, which is great. But you guys are the people that are usually at your events and the orbit around you. Most people, they're just very, very kind and very open. And I think you guys foster a great environment for that kind of learning. So I
Mhm.
couldn't
Oh,
agree
thank you.
more that this is the next logical step is to kind of start pulling it back a little bit, get it back to bare bones, get back to what we all really did this for in the first place, that
Yeah,
quest for the actual truth of what's going on. And
And what inspires you? That's what you
yeah,
should be doing. What inspires you?
so
Well,
I think it's a great spot.
I'd work on missing person cases 24/7 if I had the avenue to do that. The leader of our group, the search and rescue group, passed away in March, right after
Uh,
we went down to work on the Ladybird killer files, all the serial killing going on down there. And we were actually working on, she had just signed a contract for a show that was going to be called Find Me. And myself and V and Sam were going to be the mediums on it. And
uh,
then we just went down there in December, and then she passed away in March. She was
No.
54.
Oh, that's
Jeez,
I
that's
sad.
mean,
awful.
it was so crazy, and it was just I know it's not that's not meant to be. I was very honored and flattered to work with that group of women that are just totally amazing. Samantha and V will both be at Witches Weekend, which would be pretty cool.
Oh, great.
Samantha's gonna be she's one of the headlining,
yeah, and she's good.
mediums there. She is excellent. She's well trained, well versed. I mean, she's natural, but she's schooled as well. But that would be my passion if I could do that. But trying to get somebody who would allow not a lot of police departments will appreciate or trust in a
Right.
medium. Some do, some don't. Mike's trying to pimp me out. I'm like, please don't. It'll happen. The universe will bring to me when it's
No,
Yeah.
it
time.
doesn't. No,
You can't say
what?
that for me.
Remember what I always say. Remember what I've always said. A man in motion has more of a chance of something happening to him than a man sitting still.
Well, I'm always in
Sure.
So you
motion.
got to be in motion. You got to move forward. Right or wrong, your path might not even be correct, but you will get guided to the correct one if you just keep moving forward. Because you'll know, oh, this isn't right. This isn't. I don't want to be this way, and you curve a little bit. Yeah, this is more familiar. I like this.
Mhm.
You sit still. I'm 80 years old. All my friends are dead. It's not the body that dies, it's the mind. The
You're
mind
right.
goes, the body follows, okay? And you sit on that couch and you watch TV and drink a few beers and go to bed night after night after night, you're done.
Yeah.
So I am so lucky to be married to Witchy over here who makes me work, and then we get involved in the spirits. Oh my God, I've had so much fun. Eh, eh, you know what I'm trying to say, right?
Of
Oh,
course I
I don't
do.
sit
absolutely.
still.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Yes.
so I swear that's the best piece of advice I could ever give anybody is keep moving forward because things happen. Sitting still, zip.
I was glad you didn't say marry somebody 20 years younger than you.
No, that's I didn't
That
kinda
that just helps, right?
I just grew up knowing I was gonna marry a witch.
That's good though.
Maybe
You
she
know
just
But you know what?
appears 20 years younger.
Yeah, I need to
Ah,
face this. Then when we first started going out, even though there was a 20-year age difference, we looked pretty good together. So there wasn't. Now it's like, oh, is this your
Now we've
daughter?
got it.
Is this your daughter? Yeah.
Mhm.
You want to meet her?
Yeah. Yeah. We
It
get
wasn't
to.
too long ago at Starbucks. The guy
Oh
thought I
yeah.
was his thought
Some
he
old
was
guy
my dad.
my age is
Real?
giving me shit
Really?
about being old. He says, says, this is your daughter. I went,
Yeah. Did you
And
lay
I
one
told
on her after that?
That's my husband. He's like, "Oh, I knew that."
that's my
He
Yeah.
did not.
that's my caregiver right now.
There you go.
Mm.
That's awesome.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you're right too, because kind of no big secret. I've had my own health scares and everything, and if you wait around until you feel good, you're just gonna never do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm with you guys. It's just now's the time and get it rolling, and I'm excited for you guys to
Right
do
or
it.
wrong. I don't care if you fall flat on your face. At least you
Which,
tried.
yeah,
And you know what you can do differently to maybe not fall as fast next time. Who knows?
for sure.
So
Yeah, and I'm looking at the lineup, you guys. It's great. Having Tory and of course, my gosh, having Stephanie there. I'm pretty sure if you just put a hot mic in front of Stephanie, you get
She could go for hours. She's got
Yeah,
such a
it's
positive, happy energy. You can just
I'm pretty
feel
sure
it
you're
like
right.
shooting out from her when you're standing next
But
to her.
I'll throw something at you guys. Have you ever thought about having somebody like a Johnny Hauser on your show that was affiliated with the
Yeah.
Villisca X Murder House?
Yeah, we would
we're
absolutely
open
love
He's
to
to.
a
all of
great
them.
talker. He's got stories and he'll share.
Yeah, I mean, we're
But
open.
Josh Hurd's the same way.
And they have their own podcast
Yeah,
too.
and they're
But
pretty
not that they
good.
can't be guests on somebody else's, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
we're
we'd
they-
absolutely
absolutely
open to
love
it for sure. And we're definitely one of those people that I don't think we've ever turned anybody down. We've not aired one, but that's a horse of another color. That one will stay in the vault for a very, very long time.
Yes, it will.
But
Oh,
aside from that,
hey,
yeah,
Hey, now you
Nope.
piqued my curiosity.
yeah, we'll
We'll
talk
talk
about
You want
after.
that.
me to you sell peaked for you? That's a good
Yeah.
one.
Is that with the
it's
Q too?
P-E-A-K.
Q U E D.
Cute. Um, oh, that's awesome. So, okay, we've got this coming up. What else do you guys have going on? I know you've got. I know, obviously, since we're close and we know we've been on some of your lives, we know you guys got a hell of a big schedule coming up. But what's kind of on the docket coming up after that?
Well, before we even go there, we're at the Masonic Temple. We have another kid event. It's our last.
Oh.
Well, we're going to try to squeeze in another kid event at Sleeper Mortuary.
Maybe.
But we do have family night at the Salina, at the Masonic Temple in Salina. It's 7 floors, so it's huge. And
big.
so Friday night at 7:30 to 11:30, it's like kids from 12 to 17. I mean, if they're 11, we could probably squeak you in, but they ask for 12, right? 12 to 17, and then a parent. We really want more kids than parents. That's how the tickets are structured. You don't want adults coming thinking it's going to be an adult night, because
it
that's
is not.
Saturday night on September
Yeah.
13th, which is my birthday, and we still have
Yeah.
several tickets available for that event. It's 8 to 2 a.m., and there'll be a little bit of a birthday
Mhm.
party for myself there.
Hey, when she
Nice.
said 7 floors, idiot boy here runs up all 7 floors to get something, for somebody.
Like a water.
And I finally hit the 7th floor, and the first words out of my mouth were, "Medic."
Yeah.
Medic.
I bet.
God, I couldn't breathe.
Because it's
That's
not
a
your
long
normal
trek.
stairs.
Because it's not it's stairs, 1 floor, stairs, another floor,
Oh, two
stairs,
sets
another
of
floor.
stairs
And
per.
it's like,
Okay.
oh, they're staggered, and it's, oh my God, I finally got up to number 7. No
Yeah.
exaggeration, I could not breathe.
Well, you're the
But-
only
but-
80-year-old person I know that could do that anyway. So
It's true.
that's
And
thumbs up.
not die,
And
yeah.
not die.
I mean, we're at the Glory.
It's touch and go.
At the
Um,
Glory, there was a lot of stairs
Which is
there
weekend,
too. So yeah.
What?
Which is weekend.
I'm trying to go there.
Get
Yeah.
there.
Okay. I'm listening to you die on the stairs. Witches Weekend, I have just a few tickets left for Witches Weekend. We'll be at the entire town of Atchison, Kansas is having Witches Weekend. So there's all kinds of activities going on there. But I have rented out McInteer Villa, of course, for Witches
Nice.
Weekend. So we'll start Friday night. VIP tickets, I think there's only 2 of those left. I'll have to check to make sure, but that's where you stay at the villa. The mediums are staying at the villa, all but one. We all have to share one shower, so we'll see how that works out. But, so we'll be there doing witchy crafts, witchy things. We'll probably take in a cemetery tour and maybe another haunted house tour down the street kind of thing, and get our witch attire on, have some photo ops, those sort of things. So it'll be real fun. Plus, we have 3 mediums there. Kathy Kuzak is a lady I met over at the Arthur Findlay College in England when I went to that week-long mediumship course over there,
Mm-hmm.
and she's phenomenal. She's 4th generation. She does mediumship full time, so this is her. She's amazing. She was at Medicon. She's the headliner there. Then we have Irene Achilleos. I don't know. She's gonna shoot me for mispronouncing her name.
Probably so.
She's the first medium to ever give Mike a reading at
That
UFOCon.
actually connected. I've had mediums say, "I can't read you. You have a
Huh.
shield up." And then that one that tried to read me read her, and I paid for it to read me, and she was saying things about her. Seriously.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
And
Do
that's
you spell
happened twice.
refund with a Q?
But then, we have after that, we'll have our Halloween party, which I think you guys are gonna
we
be
are.
coming to, our
Yeah.
80s movie theme
Ooh,
at
Yep.
Sleeper
wait till you see
Mortuary.
my costume.
Yep,
Oh
so
boy.
we're super stoked about that.
Oh,
We
yeah.
have 4 tickets left for that, or we did before the show because I wanted to check on and see, but we have 4 tickets. As of this evening, we had 4 left for that. But then, that'll pretty much wrap up. We've got a
The
few private things towards the end of
Mhm.
the year.
Wait, ask me what my next event is.
What's your next event?
I'm glad you asked. Sam Sam signed me up at the Murrow Institute next year for a class in how to remote view.
Really?
Oh.
Oh, that's
Yeah, and
gonna
I'm
be
excited
fun.
because
Who's your teacher? Well, I'm going too. Don't think it's just
oh yeah, oh yeah.
He's like, "Sign me up. Book it,
and she
Dano."
did. And you tell the story because I can't. I get so jealous. Her class. She got a chance to meet somebody I would die to meet. In the 1980s, you know this, the CIA had a secret program called Project Stargate, which was remote viewing on Russia. One of the best remote viewers they had, well, they had 2, David Morehouse, who was really good, and
John McConnell.
John McConnell.
Joe.
Or
Oh.
Joe, I'm sorry, Joe McConnell. Joe
Joe
McConnell.
McConnell.
I always want to say Moneagle because if you see his name, it's hard to pronounce that.
Right.
Yeah.
But I've been dying to meet him. I've got all these books. I've read them. He's scary good. And he talks about how he used to leave his body and go sit on the moon and watch the Earth. And he says it's fascinating.
Wow.
And he says sometimes when you travel out of body, you meet other races and they look at you like you're a piece of shit, like you're just a speck that nobody should even pay attention to. He
Huh.
says it's frightening. And he says, not one race that does that. He goes, I've met many that look at us like that. You know, like how you look at an anthill and step on it and walk and don't think twice about it. He said,
Yeah.
that's what they're thinking about. And I'm going, whoa. So to read this in his books and to hear him speak, I was so jealous that if she mentioned his name, I about died. So
Yeah.
now she signed me up and I'm going to have a chance to have that same experience, I hope.
Oh,
He's
that's gonna be
phenomenal.
great.
Awesome.
He's phenomenal.
Yeah, thanks for asking.
Yeah, no problem. And anytime,
Appreciate it.
anytime I can help you out with that, just throw me a little line there. I'll reel it back, and then we'll
I
go from
appreciate-
there.
He does like to fish.
Yep.
There you go. I do like to fish.
Yeah, that's true.
No, that's awesome. I think that.
Oh, sorry.
No, please continue. I was already going to get into it. No,
No.
I think that's great. The remote viewing has been one of those things
So
that just
interesting. Yeah.
and the things that they've gotten from that, from just not just a military standpoint, but even like the men who stare at goats and stuff like that. Those sort of things.
Oh,
that
that
was
was crazy.
wasn't that? You just
Yeah.
it's amazing that they're even you look way back into gosh, even the really bad stuff like what was it MK Ultra and stuff like that, where things just
Oh,
really
yeah.
got out of hand. But you kind of look at some of those things and go, man, they were really researching that from the war effort, way, way back. It really is interesting. And then to have somebody be able to kind of help you learn how to do it. I'm jealous. I'd love to do it.
Yeah, that's gonna be so
I don't
cool.
know if I'm gonna Thank God this is not a pass or fail class, or I'd be dead. 'Cause I have no clue if I could do anything like this, but to
Mhm.
be able to be in front of somebody who can
Oh,
guide
yeah.
you through the correct steps,
Mhm.
maybe I'll have a chance.
But
Never
you
know
never
if you
know
don't
until you
try.
try.
Yeah,
We've been
that's
married for too
Wait a
long.
minute. Whoa.
But I
That was
probably spent
right.
20 hours in meditation the week that I was there this for their gateway exploration, and we did astral travel, and I had several out-of-body experiences that was just mind-blowing. I think I showed
I
something of those to you, but
I can only
Mhm.
hope.
but I think that's where he may struggle because they do the hemi-sync type meditation, which is just it's really hard to go back and do other meditation types after you've done the hemi-sync because it does open up it just opens up the portal so clearly with having the left brain and the right brain work
Right.
together kind of thing. But the meditations, I think he's gonna wind up sleeping through most of them instead
Mhm.
of and they're guided for the most part.
They
They're
are, and
mostly
I'm
they'll be mostly guided. Some of them are not, but most of
well,
them will.
and that's something, I'm looking forward to,
Yeah.
and another part of it is, um, you know who Tesla was, right? Not the
Oh
car
yeah.
maker, but
Nikola
Tesla,
No,
who
Tesla.
was
actually,
gonna
Nikola
give the
Yes.
Tesla.
world free energy and
Yes.
broadcast it like the internet, and then
Mhm.
was mysteriously killed and all his research disappeared.
Yep.
Mhm.
He made a profound statement one day. He said, the world runs on vibration and frequencies."
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And I would love to be able to study that also about
Oh,
how,
yeah.
because when you get down to what's called the molecular level, that's vibration and frequencies.
Oh yeah.
And oh my God, there's so much we don't even begin to understand. And yet, for some reason, they think Tesla was guided by outside forces, like
Mhm.
way outside forces from
Right.
not this planet. So I would
Well, I mean,
love to have classes like that. So that's to go back to what we said before, and you said, do it now.
yep.
Yeah,
Tomorrow is not promised. Do
that's
No,
it
it's
right.
now.
not.
Quit thinking about it. It's
Just
like
do it.
exercise. I'll do it tomorrow. And a year's
Mhm.
gone by, and I'm still saying I'll do it tomorrow.
You get
Mhm.
plenty of exercise in
I,
those stairs, man.
yeah. Oh my God. Ah, don't bring it up. But but you know what I'm saying. It's so
Yeah,
easy
I
to
do.
put off because life gets in the way, basically.
It
Yeah,
And,
does.
it
and there's
does.
grandkids, and we're grandparents, and there's dogs, and oh my God, no, 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 you have got to prioritize and
Yep.
do
Mhm.
it.
Yeah, you do.
So
Life is
Yeah,
meant to
and
be
yeah, I mean
life
it.
is meant to what?
life is meant to be lived.
Yes, it
That's right.
is.
That's right. Yeah.
I think that's a great
So
segue
and
to.
and over the last 2 years,
He's talking.
we're
No, no, you're
we're
fine.
we're doing the living. I need these guys to come join us sometime and
They're
go
coming at
somewhere and do a
Halloween.
live because we could tear some crap
Well,
up at some
that may be
place.
Halloween, so
Ooh, Halloween
he's
could
trying
be
to do a
good.
segue into something here, so
Segue.
Well,
listen up.
oddly
Help
enough,
me,
that was kind
because
of
that's
one
a
of the
word I don't
things I was
understand.
going to, um, but no, you're right, and I'll actually go back to that, Sam. We are thinking about trying to do something live when we're out there, and I'd like to. That's something I think we'd like to explore. We don't do a ton of live, only because I make a lot of mistakes and I may say something stupid, so I like the opportunity to go back and edit it out. But doing live stuff is, it's really good and it's going to be a lot of fun. So I think that's something that I really want to try with you guys and that we
Mhm.
really want to kind of
Let's do it.
explore.
I
Let's
think
do
it's a
it. We'll
great
get you
idea.
set up.
It's a great
Yeah.
idea.
Okay.
Yeah,
Great.
I've never done it.
I know.
I know, but now we've said it, so we have to
Now
do
we
it.
have to do
Now
it.
I
now
just
you
let
have
you
to
do
do it.
that.
Don't cut this part out either. Don't
Nah,
cut
I
it.
won't.
Don't be doing
I
that.
won't
Don't
cut
do
it
that
out.
magic editing.
Edit
Yeah.
button.
Where is the mute button in it? No, that's great. Well, guys, listen, I mean, we could trust me, we'll probably still talk for hours,
Yeah.
but we're so happy to have you and we're happy to see that things are just. And then something interesting happened. We lost complete connectivity with Mike and Sam.
That's
That's
never
wild.
happened before.
You're
Ever.
welcome. It's
Gotta
happened
sit
on
back for
us
that one a
every
little.
time we talk
Every
about
time we begin any kind of a
Really?
conversation that deals with aliens,
don't do it
something
again.
The
happens.
A. That's
Huh.
We did a
wild.
podcast with Irene and it did it like 3 or 4
3
different
or 4
times,
times.
cut us out.
That's so
It's
crazy.
done
We
it on
just
2
witnessed
other
it too.
podcasts we were on, cut it out, so yeah.
We're good. Um, yeah, guys, it's great that you guys are kind of doing this and getting, getting everything pulled together full circle. We're excited. Can't wait to hear everything that happens. I wish we could have been there this time, but we're hopefully there next time for sure. But on that, guys, thank you so much for coming
Oh,
on.
Josh,
It's a pleasure as
thank
always, and
you
I
for
know that
having
we're
us as always. Yeah.
oh, of course,
Yeah.
Pleasure's ours.
Yeah.
and we know we're
Yes.
gonna we're gonna see each other soon. So, but yeah, guys, thank you so much and welcome. Thanks for coming back to Generation X
Oh,
Paranormal, and
anytime. Anytime.
yeah, well, then we'll take you up on it.
You got it.
We'll see you
Halloween.
live here
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah.
So, all
Halloween
right, guys,
is lot people, if you're watching this, we're gonna be live at
Yeah.
Halloween with some weird costumes. What else?
nice.
I
Look
don't
'em
know.
go.
We'll
Look 'em
find
go.
something.
All right, guys, thank you so
All
much.
right.
We'll see
Bye,
you next
guys.
time.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye. Hey, thanks, guys, for stopping
Yeah.
by.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it was great. It's always good to catch up with them.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't wait to hear about what they got going on. It sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're not going to be there for this one, but if they do it again, I'm pretty sure we'll probably end up at the next one.
Yeah. Yeah. It sounds like it's going to be a great time. But I just wanted to go over some of the information again. So you can go on Eventbrite to buy tickets unless you buy them at the door.
Right.
And it's under Mysterious Mike and Sam's 2025 Parathon. Okay.
Parathon.
And it's September 27th through September 28th at 120 South Pleasant Street, Independence, Missouri 64050. And you can get your tickets there.
Yeah, it sounds great, guys. If you're in the area or traveling through, please stop by. A lot of times, you go to some of these and you don't necessarily know who's running them. I can tell you right now, we know them, and it's a blast. You're gonna have a good time. Check them out and tell us what you think.
Yeah, absolutely. Go get your tickets.
Yeah, if not, guys, we had a great show. Thank you so much for stopping by, and we'll see you next week.
Talk to you next week.